Hi guys, it's time for my July empties. Kind of forgot about this video, won't lie. I normally do the empties videos really early in the month. It's one of those videos that I kind of leave as a filler. So if I don't have time, I have a lot of time to make a video that particular day or that week, or I haven't got an idea for that week, then I have an empties video. It's kind of like a place filler. And this month I feel like I've had loads of videos kind of just come to mind. Plus I haven't been making as many videos. I don't think quite as many anyway. I've been more relaxed about the amount of videos that I make and when they go up. A bit more like, I can make a video and put it up today, or I could put it up tomorrow, it doesn't really matter. Whereas previously I've been very kind of strict on it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I just thought I would be a little bit more relaxed about it for a while and see if something better happens. I don't know, just thought I would kind of change it up. Also, I've just had my hair cut. What do you think? For those of you that have been following my hair journey, the horrendous layer is now kind of to there. So I wanted to kind of, it was a little bit longer, it was maybe to there. It was, she cut kind of an inch or two off. But I kind of wanted to blend that gap or bridge that gap between the layer and the ends of my hair. So I think as it grows now, it's not going to be quite so terrible, but the layer was the worst thing I ever did. Anyway, on to the things that I've used up. Let's rummage through my rubbish. I have a few things, so let's just rifle through them. First of all, my all-time favourite deodorant. This has featured before. You've heard me talk about this at length. Right Guard Unscented Deodorant. It's the purple one. It's the one that I can never find. I'm currently using the green one and I don't like the smell of it and it leaves white marks. It should be exactly the same deodorant. It looks the same but it's green, and somehow this one is always the best one. People tell me they've seen it in Poundland, etc. But I like to see it in the supermarket when I'm looking for deodorant. I don't tend to go to Boots and look for deodorant. I tend to get it with my kind of shopping, like razors, etc. Like random things that you actually need to stock up on quite often. I don't tend to go to Boots for. I get them with my shopping. So I don't know why I can never find this, but the green one is so not as good, just FYI. And these, I found these somewhere and I used these up a few months ago and I wanted to mention them just in case I'd never mentioned them before. I'm sure I've mentioned them in a video, but I'm just not sure if I've mentioned them in an empties. The best face wipes ever, but they're insanely expensive. I think these were $25 when I was in America, but I think there's something like £25 for like 25 wipes, is that right? 30 wipes. They are the most expensive wipes I've ever used. I got a sample of them at Christmas in a box set of Henriksen stuff, and they were just so amazing and they smell so good. And I really rationed them out and I used the last of them. I will buy them again if I'm in America, or well, my friend goes to America in August, I'll probably get her to buy me a pack or two, because it's like half the price basically. The exchange rate is so good right now that it basically is kind of almost $2 to a pound, there or thereabouts, you know. A little bit less than that, but the exchange rate's pretty good, so they're basically half price, but still expensive for face wipes. So an insane purchase, but one of those like little luxuries that I would never purchase all the time. They're so nice. This I used up, I've had this for ages, and I just finally used it up recently because I stopped using like manual exfoliators, and then I kind of started again recently. I just thought I'll try them occasionally, and this is one of those kind of 3-in-1. So it's a cleanser, a scrub and a mask. So it's just a regular cleanser, but it also has the scrubby particles in it, so obviously you can't use it on your eyes, just for the rest of your face. And then you can also use it as a mask. So you can put it on and it dries the same as a normal mask would. And then when you get rid of it, it becomes a cleanser and a mask. A cleanser and a mask. Cleanser and an exfoliator. So it's going to make your skin feel pretty good anyway because it's exfoliating. I'm not sure what it does as a mask in addition to the fact that it exfoliates. It's always going to make your skin feel different because of the scrubby particles. So I can't tell you that as a mask it's any good, but as a scrub it's nice. It's very, very scrubby though, very harsh. This is something I can't open, so I'm going to talk about it because I'm throwing it away. But it's got stuck. It's the Body Shop Camomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter. This was really nice. Now, let me just take you back a couple of months to when I had impetigo, which sounds horrendous, and it is. I thought that was like some kind of elderly Victorian disease that people got when they were like living in the trenches and are unclean. I just couldn't believe I had this. You may remember I had this thing. Actually, I didn't film a video like for a little while. I had this thing kind of around my eye and something here, and it was like, I think it was a spot that got infected, and apparently most of us carry this infection. And apparently it's like in your nose or something. This is what someone was telling me. And most of people carry this infection, but it doesn't flare up. And I've never had it before. I don't know anyone else that had it. And I went to work and people were like, oh, that's strange. I don't know, is it eczema? Is it some kind of skin thing? Had no idea what it was, continued to use various creams on it to try and get rid of it, which basically spread the infection. Complete nightmare. No one knew what it was, and I saw this one person and she said, that looks like impetigo. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And turned out it was. So I went to the doctor, got this like antibiotic cream, cleared up in like a day. So just FYI, if you ever get some kind of strange scabby looking thing that looks like a spot that's gone a bit out of control, go to the doctor because it might be that, and seriously there's nothing else that will get rid of it. And I was also taking antibiotics for tonsillitis at the time. I think that's why I got it, because I was run down. So because people were telling me that's what it was, I thought, well, I'm already taking antibiotics, so if that's what it was, it would get rid of it. But apparently not. Totally different thing. Can't be fought with the same kind of antibiotics that was fighting the tonsillitis. So really long-winded way of telling you that I was using this when I got impetigo. And so I was a little bit nervous because initially I thought this is what's caused this strange breakout on my face. And then I was worried that this was kind of infected because I'd kind of obviously put my hand into this, put it onto my face, and then put my hand back into this. And so I was nervous to use it again. And then, as luck would have it, it just jammed shut and I can't open it. So I kind of think it's fate that I should never ever use this ever again. I might purchase it again. Really kicking myself that I didn't take any pictures of the actual product because I can't blog about it, because I can't tell you, can't show you what it looked like inside. But it was really unusual. Almost like lard in consistency, only less gross. But it was kind of like a translucent, thick, hardish balm. Really unlike anything else I've tried. And it felt very nice on the skin. Didn't really leave a residue. Would recommend this for any skin type. Really liked it. But left a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth because it was around a time that I had a horrendous skin infection. Random. Finally finished this, which is the Pixi Glow Tonic I bought last year at IMATS. I was all about it at the time, then just stopped using it, and then intermittently have used it since, and finally finished it the other day. It was okay. I really liked it at the time because I'd never used any kind of like glycolic toner or anything before. I'd never used anything other than an actual exfoliator to exfoliate my skin. I'd never used anything chemical. And it was a brand new sensation and my skin looked totally different, etc, etc. Since then I've used quite a few things, and I know that the ingredients aren't as nice, but I really do like the Boots Botanics one. That's called the All Bright, I think. Considerably cheaper, easier to get your hands on. If you don't mind the alcohol content, I really like that one. This one's, you know, all fancy and people recommend it and it's endorsed by the best skincare people and all that jazz. But it is expensive and difficult to actually get hold of. I recommend the Botanics one. This is a bit of a random one. It's called MitoQ Power Antioxidant Rejuvenation, and it was a serum, and this was insanely expensive. I forget how much it was, but I think it went into the 100 plus. And this was a product that was one of those things that someone contacted me and said, will you review this thing? And I said no. And they contacted me again, please review this thing, and I said no. Like, why on earth would I ever receive something that costs so much for a budget beauty blog? It was insane. Like, maybe if it was like, you know, like GHDs. They're expensive, but most people are willing, or a lot of people are willing, to spend money on a hair tool because it's going to last you a really long time. But most people that are watching a budget beauty channel or reading a budget beauty blog are not going to spend £125 on a serum. And so I said no, and they were so insistent, and I told them I wasn't going to review it, and they sent it to me. And it was okay, it was a serum, I used it, it's fine, but seriously, nothing groundbreaking happened, nothing worth £125 happened to my face, and so no, I wouldn't recommend this, and I would never have purchased it with my own money, and I didn't even want it to begin with, but because it was so expensive, I used it. It wasn't any better than the Sanctuary ones that I've used, nothing to write home about at all. I've used other ones that definitely have given me more of a wow factor. I really like the L'Oreal Youth Perfection, or Skin Perfection I think it's called. Those ones I really like. That is velvety, it feels amazing, it makes my skin look good the next day. That didn't do anything. I just can't wrap my head around why they even sent it to me, but whatever. Wouldn't recommend. Lastly is the Nuxe Reve Miel Balm, Lip Balm, whatever. It's lip balm. Talked about this many times, have already got another one of these, completely used this one up, and it took me about a year to use it, so it's pretty expensive, it's £9, but it's more like a mask, I would say. I use this at night time, wouldn't generally use it during the day. However, it is matte, and so if you were looking for something to go underneath the lip product that had a bit of grip, or you were looking for something that was less glossy, because most lip balms are glossy, then this would be really good during the day as well. So, you know, you could use it during the day. I use it during the night or overnight, and I just have never found anything that works as well for me. Whilst I was in New York, and again, I repeated the story 50 times, but it's just one of the best kind of endorsements I can give it. Whilst I was in New York and it was so cold, and obviously you get off the airplane and you're dehydrated anyway, but my lips were so bad, and I don't know how they would have survived had I not had this with me, because I had this on all the time, like day and night I was wearing this. It was so impressive, and it's just, I wouldn't be without it now. Really very powerful stuff when it comes to lip balm. So that's it. That's everything that I have collected from around my house that needs throwing away this month. If you've tried any of these products, let me know what you thought of them. And yeah, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time with my favourites. Bye!